Say something interesting, Nick.
You're the one who says stuff interesting.
Yeah, now it's your turn.
Well,
There's a shadow on the ground. See that?
Oh, that's the flag up above you?
Oh. So it is. It's the crow on top.
Is that...
That wasn't very interesting, Nick.
I'm telling you, we have defined roles, and...
What is your role?
Well, you play and say the interesting things. I'm here to moral support, I guess.
In what way do you provide moral support?
I am someone for you to... a target for your anger.
So you think you're a fan of like negative reinforcement? What would that be? Sort of like inverse.
No, I'm soaking up your negativity to remove it from you. I'm trying to help you.
It's not very healthy.
I'm like a lightning rod.
Well, obviously, I'm not going to get anything interesting out of you, so let's just move on.
I'm just keeping
It's
with
been
my
about
pattern.
a month, Nick, since we last played this game.
It's been like 2 months.
About a month. July 26th? It's now
No,
August 26th?
6/26.
Oh, June 26th?
Yeah, June 26th was the last time
I
we
thought
played.
you said in July.
No, our last episode came out in July. Because it took me that long to edit it.
How long is it going to take you to edit this one?
Well...
You could edit this right after we record it if you want to.
I could. I'm like, oh, there's a... Oh, Ariamis, so I don't remember where
You forget everything?
we were at this dragon guy. Yeah, I think I can do it in maybe a couple weeks to a month, year.
Yeah, we had a bit of a summer hiatus.
We went places, did things.
It didn't say we didn't. I said we had a summer hiatus, which would entail we did things other than this. It'd be sad if we had a summer hiatus and just did nothing.
Maybe my defensiveness is giving us away.
So I can't get back in time to do that. What did we do, Nick?
Well, let's see. Together we went to Prince Edward Island.
Mm-hmm.
That was a lot of fun.
Was it? Go on.
Yeah, we rented some bikes in Charlottetown and grossly overestimated our biking ability, but...
That's where you're going to start? I think we should start
at the beginning?
PI story, yeah.
Alright.
Why PI?
Well,
I'll ask you questions, you answer.
yeah. Well, we're really reversing all the roles today.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to go to Atlantic Canada because I'd never been. Until now, I've only ever been to Toronto and Montreal.
I think you both wanted to go to Atlantic Canada.
Yeah.
I don't know
But
why.
you're asking me.
Yeah, but you weren't giving me the straight answer.
This is why we need to stay with our given roles. Go on. Why did you want to go?
You go on, Nick.
Why did you want to go?
I don't really know. It just seemed like I wanted an interesting kind of place, but I didn't really want to leave Canada. I've never been to the Maritimes. PEI seemed like a bit dull, but I kind of wanted something quiet.
Yeah. And we succeeded there. It wasn't dull, but we maybe went. We saw maybe like 5 people.
It was dull, I think. I don't mean that as an insult.
Dull is not the right word. It was simple. It wasn't a crazy.
Come on.
Yes, and I think we also wanted to do sort of an outdoorsy kind of trip.
Yeah.
So we bought all this mountain equipment and stuff, and rented some bikes, and
Okay, you're skipping like many things.
well, that was the plan, to rent bikes.
Yeah.
And we had
So
all
what
these
happened?
provincial park reservations. all over the island.
That sucks. Yeah. So we the idea was to bike around the island
Yeah,
and then camp
And camp
at
at
various campgrounds.
provincial parks. We planned it all out on Google Maps, and we basically were planning to go all throughout the eastern half of the island.
We had great
The western.
ambitions.
Western half. Yeah.
Seemed really small on Google Maps. So.
Yeah, it's by far the smallest Canadian province.
How many people live there? Like 100,000?
I think even less than that. Maybe 100,000 at the most. And
And then what?
so we flew in from Toronto. We arrived.
So we have how many reservations? Do
We had 3. We were staying there for 3 nights. We had 3. Yeah, 3 campground reservations.
Where?
The first one was at Cabot Beach Provincial Park.
The island is broken up into various sections, right? There's like the
Yep.
Anna Green Gables part, which is like the northern coast in the middle. There's an eastern coast, western coast.
Yeah, we were gonna go to the north coast and then over to the west coast,
My souls.
and then to the southwest coast and then back. Charlottetown's sort of on the south central coast. The island's kind of like a long, flat, sort of wider than it is tall.
Sure. Look it up. You can see what it looks like.
You know, Wikipedia it. Stop watching this video.
You can do both. Open up a new tab.
Yeah. Had you ever done like any sort of long-term camping or
No,
biking?
I've never camped before. I've
Really?
not really traveled much before.
I didn't know this was your first camping trip. Did you ever slept in a tent before?
Nope.
Huh.
Shit.
Well, you pulled it off. I've been camping many times with the Boy Scouts.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves, Nick.
Okay.
What did we pull off?
Well, I don't know where to
You
start.
just jump right to the end. We pulled it off. We got there, we camped, pulled it off. So,
Well, we were back.
we had
now.
reservations. We
Presumably we made it back.
we were on a plane over there. It was a small plane.
Very small.
And then what?
Well,
We were sat separately. I met a lady on
Yes.
the plane. We both had Kobos.
Fell in
She
love.
told me to try the seafood.
Yes. Well,
Which is a
that
good
was
place.
a plan to be. That's another reason.
And that yeah, you could really just like camp like in the farmer's field if you wanted to. No, people wouldn't care.
Yeah.
Or like the side of the road. It's no big deal.
Yeah. Well,
And yeah, I don't think met anyone on the plane.
no, the person next to me was asleep the whole time.
It's good. There was no on-flight entertainment.
No, it was a very small plane. It was only, how long was the trip? An hour? 2 hours?
I don't recall.
It was an hour, but there's a time difference, so I think all in all, it was 2 hours.
Yeah. So we got Charlottetown. It's a very tiny airport. I remember asking you, because I haven't been to many airports, because you always hear about how polite and nice the islanders are. Is that what you call them? Islanders? And pretty sure you assured me that it was like the nicest airport you'd ever been to. Correct?
In terms of how nice the workers there were, yes.
Yeah, that's what I would.
Certainly, especially because Pearson Airport in Toronto is one of the worst I've been to in terms of that. It's really hectic, and they never tell you. They always change the gate on the plane, and they never tell you that they did that. And we were delayed a little going in. But, yeah, our first experience in Charlottetown was that our bags didn't make it with us. We made it fine, but they didn't put our bags on the plane. So...
And that was pretty much everything were in those bags, right?
Everything.
We had reservations for the bike, you had like a separate bag, carry-on thing. We have everything, all the tent, like where we were sleeping, money, there's a wallet.
I had my wallet with me, but that's it.
Okay.
We didn't have our cell phones.
Cell phones, that's right.
But I had so luckily I had my wallet. So, the trip was not off. It was going about as well as this boss fight. And what happens next? We decided to make the best of it and do our shopping in Charlottetown and get the bikes. So we had to go back and forth from the airport to downtown, which is not that. It was like an hour away walking. But luckily, and the plan was also to go directly from Charlottetown the day we flew in to the first campsite. So, we didn't have a lot of time to waste. As I recall, we were considering staying in Charlottetown for the night.
Yeah, so what time was it about then, Nick?
By the time our bags had finally come in, so by that time it was about 5.
So we walked down to, did you say this already?
Yeah, we walked down, we got the bikes and groceries in downtown, and then we got the bikes.
What was it like there? Very,
Charlottetown?
Yeah, I just got Charlottetown.
It's sort of like half touristy, half like big box stores.
It was very kind of desolate where we were, because it was
Yeah.
not for pedestrians, really. It was only like really downtown, the core, the waterfront.
Yeah. Oh,
What?
you got him.
Did I?
Yeah.
Sure. You're right.
I don't know.
So there was a lot of like walking on the side of the road where there's not really a sidewalk, and a lot of cars going by. Talk about the street crossings, Nick.
Oh, this was this was great.
Best part.
I'm glad you reminded. This is the best part of the whole trip. The street crossing, like the buttons you push to get the light, talk to you. Like they would say, what do they say? Wait. It's a very gruff voice. It says, "Wait, you are at the corner of Bellevue and Maine."
Uh-huh.
And if you it would keep talking to you if you kept pressing the button. And, it was very entertaining.
This is weird. I had to try it.
Wait.
Okay, go on.
But anyway, we made it past the rude.
There's a mouse on the table, by the way. I can hear it eating stuff up there.
You just revealed to the world the squalor we live in.
Oh, it's a single mouse. It's been a nuisance.
Yeah, we get what would you say, one a year? Maybe
Two a year.
2 a year. This one's been crafty though. He eats all the peanut butter off the trap. Anyway, where were we for the mouse started?
We hadn't even left Charlottetown.
This is gonna be a long episode. Just rambling. We'll have a lot of practice.
Well, I'm just leaving it to you. I'm leaving you out to dry.
Yeah, you are.
Trial by fire, Nick.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying not to jump in with exciting things.
Oh, I want you to jump in with exciting things.
Well, I'm leaving it to you.
Okay.
It's the only way you'll learn.
You're exposing my weaknesses.
I know. Makes me look better.
See, this is what I'm here for. You asked earlier. Anyway, so why don't we skip ahead to when we had some.
Is there nothing? This idea you can't get by this? What is this?
I don't know.
I honestly, I can't tell what it is. Is it alive? Is it like a tree trunk?
Try hitting it.
As the viewers will have noticed, I tried hitting it many times. It seems like a glitch or something. Oh, this was like part of the dragon, and he like was stuck here, and then he just like pulled himself away from it.
Maybe.
That
Yeah.
that wasn't a question. That was the answer. If it's not obvious, it is to me. Like, see, there's a spine. He pulled himself out of there.
So surly tonight. You're like
Is
the
that surly?
crossing guard
I'm like
guy.
surly to myself, if anything, because I was like I was mad. I was surly at myself for saying that in a questioning way. Go on.
Where were we? We were just leaving. So the good thing about biking in Charlotte in PEI is that there's this Confederation Trail. It's called.
Yeah.
Which is this gravel sand kind of mix or dirt path.
Yeah.
That goes the length of the island, and it's for biking and walking, and it's really just the perfect way to see everything. Because it really, I felt like, you can. The benefit of biking is that you can enjoy your surroundings as opposed to being in a car or a bus or something like that. So you can really be outdoors but also go fast. So we started out on this Confederation Trail right near the airport, heading to our first campsite, and our spirits were high. We had overcome the obstacles at first.
Because at first we felt pretty defeated, like the whole thing was falling apart in front of us.
Yeah,
and then we finally got the bags, and we're like, it was running late. Are we gonna make it to the campground? You thought that the campground wouldn't be open.
I didn't know. I mean, like I knew it would be open, but I didn't know if there would be an attendance to.
You were very much for staying in Charlottetown, and they're like, okay, we'll call them and see. And then they called them. Like, yeah, we had someone come here at like 3 a.m. yesterday. Okay. So it's fine. Come whenever you want.
Yeah, I thought that was ridiculous. 3 a.m. We would definitely get there before then.
This was like about 7 o'clock.
Yeah, right about 7.
And I was like, let's do this. We ate some food in the airport restaurant.
Our spirits were reinvigorated. We had overcome all the hassles of travel. We got all our stuff together. We were ready to set out finally, and we did. We were biking along, and there's still a couple hours of daylight left. Things were good. And then, what would you say, about an hour in? 2 hours in?
Well, first we started off, and we had a map we got from the airport.
Yeah.
And then we went east. We didn't know where was east or west. I think was the problem. The map was a little confusing.
Yeah.
There was some name of a lake, because there were signposts, and we found that, and we're like, okay, we must be going the right way. And then it turns out that there was like both whatever there was, lake and just the place.
There's a town,
and one is going left, one is going right, and we went the wrong way.
Yeah.
And we ended up just like going back and forth on one part of the trail about 3 times, running across.
This is the very first part that we were on.
Yeah, coming across some other travelers on the trail, and being kind of embarrassed.
Like a guy, yeah, because we kept seeing them back and forth.
Yeah, and we finally just ended up asking them, and they say, yeah, go this way. So we went the right way.
Yeah, eventually.
Yeah, and we were gonna get panniers.
Oh yes.
But what?
When I reserved the bike, I did not reserve the panniers, and they were out of them when we picked the bike up.
Not only were they out of them, but they had never been out of them before. No one ever gets panniers.
Just apparently that day, someone had.
Yeah.
Right before we got there. So yeah, we had all of our stuff on our backs, traveling this whole time.
Yeah, how heavy were those backpacks, like?
What 25 pounds?
Yeah, 25, 30.
Yeah, I think closer to 30 probably when we had all our food in there. Uh-oh.
I'm gonna get out of here. Oh, I found the crow. That's right. I think. No, what the hell?
No, because you came here through the painting.
So we should explore some more then.
Yeah. There was that bridge under where the dragon is.
I don't know how to get there. Oh, yeah, you're right. I think I get there. So not only have we outed you as being bad at carrying conversation, we've outed me as being bad at being interviewer.
Yeah.
Because I'm not at all bringing out anything good from this conversation.
Should we switch back to our usual?
No.
Do you want to be
because I'm kind of concentrating on this.
interviewed?
No, I think we should keep doing this.
Do you want me to give
as painful as it is.
Okay.
Because I would like,
Go on.
No, no, you want.
This is the problem. All right. Anyway, so let's speed up this story, because
But okay, you're telling it, so you tell how you want.
if you want to tell it, you can tell it. I'm just saying. Yeah. So we overcame all these problems. We're finally going the right way, and things are good. And then we hit our first incline. Now it's not. PEI is very flat, but when you've got 30 pounds on your back, any sort of slight incline is you're really going to feel it. And there was a prolonged stretch, right, I'd say it's about 9 at this point. The sun is starting to go down, and it was really just, it started to dawn on us how hard this was going to be. And we had to go about, 75 kilometers that first day?
Sounds right.
And this was like 10 kilometers in. And I think we both had a sort of sinking feeling like, what have we gotten ourselves into?
Well, the sun has started setting as well.
Yeah, we had headlamps. We knew we were going to have to go in a little bit in the night, so we were prepared.
Oh yeah, we went on a pretty good mountain equipment co-op shopping spree beforehand.
Yeah.
Some provisions.
Yeah, so we're prepared with physically, but I don't know, mentally we started to dawn on us. At least it did for me. I was starting to feel like, oh no. And of course we can't turn back at this point. We're too far for that. We just have to keep going. And yeah, we had to take lots of breaks. I think it's starting to get. And at this point, at the beginning, there were people on the trail, but once it got dark, there was just nobody. So we keep going and going in this on this dark trail. There's not really many lights. Like we'd maybe pass a farm every now and then, but other than it's us and our headlamps, and it was all we kind of were lulled into like I was into sort of this somewhat dreamlike feeling, because we were just totally alone in this sort of wilderness.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we were the only people on that trail on the entire island.
Yeah.
After about 8 o'clock.
Yeah. We did not see a single person. I think. Yeah, I don't even remember a car. I mean, there was a couple road crossings, but it was sort of, we after a while, sort of conscious thought was gone, and it's almost like a routine. There'd be these road crossings you have to get off the bike for because there's these gates, and we check the map and drink water, but it was.
Yeah.
It was weird. Did you feel like that, or something similar to that?
What, like a dreamy quality?
Yeah, or just a weird.
Yeah. Well, we didn't have enough water.
Yeah.
Or food.
We had enough food.
No, I guess it wasn't like it was like.
We had snacks.
Yeah, it wasn't like good sustenance food to keep you alert.
No.
We had a very small amount left. And we were under great physical strain.
Yeah.
Because we were not seasoned cyclists.
Yeah, like in regards to that, I found you and I had both been exercising regularly, playing basketball, but we had never done anything with cycling, and I found I wasn't necessarily tired in the sort of out of breath kind of sense, but my
it wasn't
quads hurt and my back hurt.
Yeah, it wasn't an endurance thing. It was
a muscle, like just muscles we hadn't used.
Yeah.
Which we should have thought of, but one thing I will say that before we left, we had said, we shouldn't. This is kind of a test run. We shouldn't be afraid to change plans or this is to figure things out. And I think we were figuring it out. It was going to be very hard, maybe harder than we planned in this early stage. So we're going for hours and hours, and I remember it was like getting midnight and then 1 a.m. and I think right around 2 a.m. we get into this little town called Kensington. It was the first human settlement other than farmhouses we'd seen since we left Charlottetown. And in this little town there was a 24-hour Tim Hortons, which I think is in every single town in Canada. But it was like we had reached like an oasis in the desert.
Before that, like the whole,
Yeah.
it was kind of a scary situation.
It was.
Because it was just like, we couldn't see very far, it was very dark. The headlamps were not very bright. So we were just kind of like seeing a few feet in front of us. It seemed very like scary. Like in the daytime, it looks very picturesque, but at night it was like so hard to see.
Yeah, all these trees
no
looming
idea.
and like
Yeah.
it was really strange and I don't know about frightening, but yeah, unsettling. And because when you're in the city, you're used to, like, even nighttime is not that dark. Because where are you going where there's not even street lamps or a house or something like that. Here there were stretches where it was just nothing. We were just luckily we were on a trail, so it wasn't like we had to really figure out where we were going. But all we saw was a headlamp in front of us and maybe a couple feet in the darkness. And so we made it to this Tim Hortons. I think we were so happy we bought some water and some muffins, and I think you got an ice cap.
I guess I wanted it.
Yeah.
I didn't even drink all of it.
We were just very thrilled.
What about the cops?
Oh yeah. So other Islanders are very nice story. We're riding down. I think it's about 2 in the morning along the street and into this town, and the police car pulls up next to us. And I'm worried. 'Cause the cops. We're not doing anything wrong, but it's 2 in the morning, and all they did was ask, "Are you guys okay?" It's like, "Where are you guys going?" And we told them, and they're like, "Okay, good luck. Let us know if you need anything." It's the nicest police ever.
Yeah. Everyone, like, you went by would like nod and say hi, which is like, you don't get that in Toronto very much.
Yeah.
There's just too many people to come across.
Yeah, to be fair, you can't. If we did that, we'd be nodding and saying hi all day. But yeah, so from Kensington onward, we were on a road, like a real road, which was interesting. It was just somewhat nice because it didn't feel as desolate, but it was also
You got my shoe was paved, so it was a little easier.
a little easier, but it was hillier.
Yeah, because they expected cars to be able to.
And I think we maybe saw one car that entire time. And we were just going, and it just this was like the final stretch, but it still felt like it was forever. At least it did for me. It started raining, but oh, what's that?
It's an armor set.
That's like our mouse. So, did anything interesting happen on the road, the last section?
No, it was just more dark and scary.
I think you further descending into madness. But eventually...
We didn't know if we were going to make it.
Yeah, like, I kind of felt like we were going to make it just because we had no choice. We kept going. At least that's how I felt. It was just like, reality sort of, it narrowed down into just this endless.
I felt like we were doing
march.
this our whole lives.
Yeah,
There's no end in sight.
It did kind of felt like I had been doing it my whole life and would do it for the rest of my life. But, to be anticlimactic, we made it. And then there was some very, very nice camp attendants who helped us out.
Yeah, and so like it started raining right
Yeah.
at the end. And shit. Oh, that's how you get up there. You keep talking.
Yes, we somehow set up the tent in the rain. I think I was just happy we made it, so didn't even feel that bad about the rain. Just so thrilled. So yeah, we had gone 75 kilometers in one day. I think I've since talked to people who my uncle does bike trips quite frequently, and he was pretty surprised we made it. And he said, for him, like 75 kilometers is long for unencumbered on a single day. We went in the evening with backpacks. So it was foolish of us, but we did it. And I don't know about you, but I think I'm proud of us.
Okay.
Damn it, Mike, I'm proud.
Sure. That's good.
Do you agree?
That you're proud, yes. Pride is a sin, Nick.
Well, I don't care. I am proud. We really we did something impressive. If I do say so. We had an experience. While we were, instead of sitting on our butts playing video games.
At the time, yeah, it seemed like it was something, but since hearing it again, it didn't seem all that special.
Negative Nelly, Mike. You can be proud of yourself for accomplishing things.
I know.
Just not
Anyway,
this.
Nick, that was the first day.
Yes,
What
this was
happened? We woke up the next day, we were in our tents.
Yeah.
And what was it like? Some interesting stuff.
Well, it was pouring rain.
Yep. And it was very windy.
Extremely windy.
Where the campground was by the ocean, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When we planned, it was like, oh, we're gonna go there, sit by the beach, explore. It'll be great. Sun beating down, get a tan. I know we woke up, it was pouring rain. And this is mid-July, and it had to be like 15 degrees at most.
Mm-hmm.
So that was unpleasant. And I distinctly remember both of our jeans getting completely soaked.
Yeah, we weren't really prepared for wet.
Yeah,
So that was fun.
and being very.
So the big part of this day was we couldn't really get out of the tent for a while, just because it was raining so hard,
Yeah.
like super hard.
Yeah, like it sounded like machine gun fire on the roof.
Yeah.
The tent.
The campground. We think we were the only people with tents.
Yeah, I saw one other tent, and the rest was
the tents
RVs
were
and
like
campers.
were like the size of cottages.
Yeah, we were the only ones with the little tent. And yeah, we decided to give up on traveling further and just stay there for one day and rest.
Well, maybe if it wasn't for the rain that day, we could have gone further. But it was like we couldn't really move that day at all.
Yeah.
We were just kind of stuck there, hiding
I
in
mean,
a tent, or then like running to other shelters.
Yeah. We did get one or two breaks from the rain, and actually
What was
got
that I guess picked up?
egg vermifuge.
Oh, okay, that's good.
What is that?
It's for if you, it comes in handy later.
Okay. We got some good pictures from that day.
Uh-huh.
So there was this very bleak beauty about the beach there.
Uh-huh.
I'd say PEI is a very unique landscape.
Watching Foyle's War kind of reminds me of the British countryside in one ways.
Yeah, but it was unique. Well, It was new to me.
I mean, the sand was very red. There
Yeah,
was that.
there was some cool sandstone cliffs near the beach we were at.
How long have we been going?
I don't know. Half an hour?
I say I can't get out of here, so I'm gonna look how to get out of here. I'm just gonna FAQ the rest of this place for next time, and then let's pick up the story from there. Maybe we've heard your take on the first half. Maybe I'll give my take for the second half.
Please rescue me from.
That wasn't so bad. I mean, I wasn't really listening because I was constantly. I mean, it's hard to listen to what people say when you play this game.
What?
Oh, well, yeah. Huh?
And then I made a joke.
But yeah, first time back, a little rusty. You know, some cobwebs from.
Yeah. We're sorry.
No, never. You know, you can't apologize your way into people's hearts, Nick. I think I said that in the very first episode.
I'm sorry, Mike. You did say that, and I forgot.
Never forget. Never again.